excited about the sacks and stuff like that. What gets you excited as a player and helps you know that you're playing the way you want to play?
What gets me excited as a player is, just seeing the results. The results, like you said, how I got the sacks, but just putting in the work, at practice and all that, then seeing it relate to the game. That what excites me, and also just getting the win.
What kind of confidence does that kind of put into you once you see the stats kind of show the work that you've been putting in?
It bring a lot. It bring a lot of confidence. After that game, like it just triggered in my mind, like, okay, I can do it. Like I can be that guy. I can get sacks week in, week out. But it's all about my preparation and everything, just how I prepare. But yeah, it brought a lot of confidence in me though.
Last year, you guys came back after Detroit and had kind of a disappointing game against the Giants, and this week you come back against the Saints after going to against the 49ers and Steelers. How do you guys take an 0-2 team seriously enough to make sure you bring your best?
Well, here we don't take anybody lightly. No matter what their record is. It don't matter if they 0-10. We play everybody the same. We're gonna treat every team with with respect. Because you can lose any given day. To anybody. So the record don't really matter. And it's not about them. It's about us. So we play hard. Uh, we do the things that we taught to do. From coaches, from my coaches coaching us. Player to player. So we don't take anybody lightly.
Byron, where do you think your game has made its biggest strides from last year to this year?
My game, I really say, just really knowing my ops, knowing my opportunities. Where to take them. Really, and also in pass rushing. That was the biggest thing I focused on this offseason. So pass rushing and everything, just getting stronger, faster. I feel like as a whole, my game has evolved. I just got to keep working. To take it to a higher level.
What have you learned about pass rushing from Leo?
Man, I learned a lot as far as changing my stance when I see pass. Just a variety of moves to work on guys. Win outside, how to win inside. So Leo's been a big help and a big contribute to my pass rushing for sure.
The amount of pressure that the four of you are being up front without having to blitz all the time. What's the source of pride that you take in the sort of dominance that the front four has been?
Say it one more time.
What's the sort of pride that you guys are taking in the front four, generating the pressure you have so far this season?
Man, we take a lot of pride, in that. Our motto, we can't be blocked. We won't allow nobody to block us. So just to do that, week in, week out, just to, keep rushing, keep putting pressure on the quarterback, that's what we want to do, and we want to continue to do that. So just really just having that mindset of, not being blocked, and also, too, everybody just being on one page, rushing as one.
Leo and Jerry have kind of been your biggest advocates, saying, Byron is good. Yeah. What has their support meant to you?
Man, that support meant a lot, The day I got drafted, they've been supporting me, from day one. They took me up under their wing, and I'm very thankful, to have them guys in my room, because they've been doing it for so long. So just to have them, that's a blessing for me. So, man, I'm just trying to each and every day just soak up all the knowledge I can from them, just be like a sponge. And, man, they teach me a lot, and it's not just football either, it's off the field things too, just on, how to be a man and everything. So I appreciate them guys a lot.
You said you've worked on pass rush during the offseason. What kind of things? Like what are you trying to get better at? Just moves, and also too just working on my pad level. What I'm keying when I'm pass rushing. Am I keying the guy hands? How am I getting off the ball? I'm on man key, ball key. Just things like that.
You mentioned that the motto here is like rushing as one.
Yeah.
Does that sort of apply to how you guys defend the run too? Just the chemistry that's required, I guess.
For sure. Everybody got a job. Everybody got a job, and we don't play individual football here. We play as a team. And that's what it takes to win. That's what it takes to stop a run or to pass rush. do it. Do it all together. Do it as one.
You think that's what everyone buying into what you're talking about there? Why the run defense has been how it's looked to start the year?
Say it one more time.
What you're talking about now, everyone buying into playing the run as one. Do you think that's why the run defense has been good?
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. Yes, sir.
Byron, on similar front, you can play well as a defensive lineman and not have the stats come with it. Just kind of a function of how the position can be.
Mm-hmm.
Does getting the stats still mean something? Like, beyond that, like, do you need that kind of to reinforce like a confidence that you're doing the right thing, or did you kind of look at your own game and kind of be critical of it and know that the stats may not be there, and I know I'm still playing well, but how do you kind of go through all that?
Well, me personally, I'm not too worried about stats. Tackles, all that. That's gonna come. That's gonna come within the game. But me, my main focus is doing my job and helping my team win, and also too just helping guys around me make plays. So when I see a guy make a play, that's me doing my job. It might not show up on the stat sheet, but who cares? It's all about the team. That's all I'm about.
I think I heard you say that last game started to feel like your last year in college. You're kind of feeling like you're breaking out a little bit. What was that feeling like in college? What gave you that impression, and why is it this similar?
I say my last year of college, week 2, we played Alabama, and I dominated Alabama and everything like that. I just put in my mind it's time to roll, like it's time to go. And my main focus was just being consistent and being that dominant player I know I can be week in, week out. And that's what I did that my last year of college. So just seeing myself have that that game against the Steelers, I'm like, man, how do I build off this? How can I keep going and keep having this type of success? And that was my main thing from the game. So just really trying to stay consistent, each and every day, and just make strides, continue to make them type of strides, so I can have them type of games.
Is the mindset the key to being a good run blocker? Being a good run rusher, if you will.
Oh yes, sir, for sure. You must have a killer mindset when it comes to the run game, because it gets real. It gets real. You got 300-pound guys, double teams, all type of thing, maulers. They get real. So you do got to have a different type of mindset out there when it's time to stop the run. Really just a killer mindset. Just really telling yourself like, I'm not allowing nobody to run the ball on us, not to my side, not in my gap or anything, things of that nature. So yeah.
Leo said yesterday that you play the double team better than he does. What does that say when you get a compliment from obviously a mentor or somebody that's helping you in the past?
Man, it feels really good, But like I said, I just try to be consistent, in everything I do. I got a little technique where I play a double team in the run game differently, from everybody else. Everybody got different type of body type, so everybody play a double different. But I like to drop to the knee and everything and play through a double. But hearing that from Leo, it means a lot. I'm doing something right. I just got to keep doing it.
Where'd you learn that? You picked Texas?
Yeah, I learned that at Texas. Yeah, D-line coach Bo Davis, sir.
Why does that move work against the two blockers like that?
For one, I say just because I'm strong, and then secondly, it's really just like the technique, just how you play it, just being able to anchor into the ground, and also too, just when that double come off, that guard or that whoever doubling you, whichever O-lineman come off, just being able to pop up back, square up in the gap and make a play. It's really just technique. That's all. I've been doing it since college, so I pretty much kind of mastered the technique a bit. So that's really why I'm really so good at it. Then also too, it's an advantage for me because I'm already short D lineman. So once I drop that knee and I'm in the ground, and I anchor, I'm so strong you can't move me. So.
Do you see other guys around the NFL doing that?
Yeah, I do. I do.
What's it like going against Grey Zabel? What you kind of got to know about him?
Man, Gray, it's fun going against him. He a great player. Earlier, at training camp, I said, I try to go against him on purpose, just to get him better, he better get me better as well. So, man, Gray's a good player. He's great, man. He's smart. He's a technician, fundamentally sounded and everything. He got it all, man. He got it all. He got what it takes.
Good.
Thanks, Byron.
Thanks, man.
Thank y'all.